Yeah, we gotta do this one for hip hop. Always keeping the culture alive.
Peace, love, and hip hop for life, everybody. I'm DJ Rebby Red from the original Breakout Brothers, and I got my partner, the Mellow LC.
Greetings.
Welcome to another episode of The Lost Underground, where we talk about hip hop's unsung. All right, tonight we got a very special group from Hackensack, New Jersey. This is a breakdancing group, ready to rock group, ready to rock. And these brothers was doing their thing back in the day, and we're very honored to have them here this evening.
Absolutely.
So right now, we just want y'all to introduce yourself individually, and let us know what y'all did in the crew. Like, what was your job in the crew?
Bootleg Buddha. I was a dancer. I tried to put the family together, with my cousins, and we hooked up with another crew from the outside. And we put our thing together and became a Voltron crew, and we made it work.
All right.
Yeah, I'm Caesar, a.k.a. Petey. I used to do the windmills and all the floor stuff and top rocking and all that stuff back in the day, looking a little crazy, but I had fun at it. And we came together, like I said, me, Buddha, his cousin in the crew. We met up with Darrin, Trevor over here on the side. We started getting it together, practicing our craft, going into the parks, going to Harlem, wherever we could do it and get it in, we got it in. We had fun battling crews, doing stuff. Overall, all the stuff we did, we had fun doing it.
Cool. Over here?
Yes, Trav. They call me L.A. Papa. I learned to pop out in L.A., right? And then I brought it over here to, I guess, in Hackensack. Brought it out here. I remember it was in the high school. I was battling somebody, one of the dudes named Flip. I was battling Flip, and then when I started battling Flip, crowd went crazy because they was like, they had never seen my style of popping before. And then hooked up with Darrin. We started Mr. Tick Hair, Slow Mo, and we just started getting it together, got the crew, and then we just started try to hook up with Buddha, Petey, and we just made it happen, bro. We made it happen.
I'm Darrin. My name was Pantomime. Pop locking group popping was called the Cosmic Space Poppers. And like Trevor said, he came from LA. We clicked right away. He's crazy. And he showed me moves from LA, you know what I'm saying? And I caught on to it real quick, but I couldn't beat Trevor. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get my own niche.
Right.
So while Trevor was doing the fly shit that he was doing, I had to come with my own. So I created the slow motion tick. So if you see anybody doing that,
They owe you some money.
Everybody owe me some money.
You even got Beyonce doing
All right,
that.
so y'all was two different groups that came together?
Yeah.
All right, and then y'all became ready to rock.
And we became ready to rock.
Right. Now I heard you mention something about going to Harlem.
Yeah, we used to start off going to the parks because we was always looking at different styles and different moves. Also watching stuff on TV, like when we first saw Crazy Legs and them doing it on you know what I'm saying, on Rocksteady and stuff like that. That really threw some ideas to us. And then it started. Like I said, we set our house up like a little dance area where we would come together and practice hard. We was practicing hard. We were going late in the night sometimes, practicing outside. And then we hooked up also with a couple of brothers, Angel and them from Main Street in Hackensack.
Okay.
Remember that down there? That was our little Spanish brothers over there. And we would put the Linoleum out there in Main Street by Sears. Okay. And we out there in the street. Remember that? We was out there in the street on the Linoleum, people riding by in the car, looking at us spinning, head spinning and everything, doing moves. And then we got more serious at it. We got more serious, and that's when we started going to what's that? The Roxy.
Yeah.
That's when we started going to Roxy. And that's when we started seeing crews. And I remember our first time going to the Roxy. Mind you, we young cats, I ain't supposed to be in the Roxy. We 15, 16, 17 going to the Roxy. And then we started seeing real battles in the Roxy down that. We didn't even get in at first. We had to watch to see they getting it in. We knew we had to go back home and practice our craft. You know? And so I think the first time we felt we was really good, we had stuff together, is when y'all came and y'all threw that party in 2nd Street Park. And we came through, and y'all said, "Yo, yeah, we want to see what y'all got to do." Y'all set it up for us right on the tennis court out there, and the crowd went crazy. Hackensack went crazy for us. That's when we felt good about. All right, yo, we got something going right here. And then that's when the invite from you came and was like, "All right, we gonna bring y'all to Patterson with us for the show." Darrin, you know, come on, man, you know what's up with that show, bro?
Yeah, the roller rink. Patterson.
Okay.
Yeah, CCP Projects right down the street from there.
Right.
Hassan 7-Eleven, Sweet Slick and Slide,
Right.
Breakout Brothers.
We did a show earlier.
We were in there, what, 3, 4 in the morning? I think we were
Maybe
there.
later.
Maybe later,
We
right?
got back to Hackensack, it was light.
all night thing.
Yeah, it was an all night thing. It was an all night thing.
We did a show with John Amos on the skating ring over there.
Right.
And that's when New Edition came through. We met them as young cats, and they was young. We was there battling with them, and rest in peace to Mouse. You know, Mouse was with us, and he clicked with them because he was about their age, and they liked how Mouse moved. And they looked at us.
Mouse was another member of the group. And he was actually the youngest.
He was the youngest part of our
Youngest.
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Rest in peace,
Rest
man.
in peace,
We
rest in peace.
miss you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So
Mouse
what?
was
As
nice.
y'all was doing your thing, did you finish the story? I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you finish the story?
Well,
Go ahead. You know.
yeah, well, the story, y'all left us alone. You know, so we had to fend for ourselves.
Okay.
So we was the breakdance group.
Yeah.
Right.
And we just sat around going inside the party, looking at the party, going backstage,
Right.
looking at all these people that had hit records that night, like Hassan,
Right.
7-Eleven. He had a
Right.
hot record on the radio at that time.
Right.
And it was just, we was anxious to get on the
Remember
stage.
how we first met at the middle school? We was going against each other. The talent show. And we had the flashing light, and it was too dark for us. But we was real nice with it, and y'all came on your style, and we got together, and they beat us for the contest. They gave it to somebody really up off the map, and we said we ain't gonna never happen to us again. We made a dream team.
Oh, okay.
So we made a dream team, and we locked it in so hard that they couldn't even go at us.
Middle
So here's
school
the
talent
question.
shit.
Was it 2 different groups? It was 2 different groups.
Two different groups.
First, yeah.
And
Yeah, me, Trevor, Sean, and Willie Thomas, Sean Gill.
Yeah. Shout out to Willie Thomas.
Yeah.
Right.
We was the pop group.
Right.
Did our thing.
Right.
And they was the floor group. Spinning windmills. Petey was crazy with the windmills.
Crazy.
Like no hands,
I
nobody.
recall that.
Spinning on his windmills off his head. He didn't even show.
right.
He didn't even use his shoulders. Buddha one time windmill damn near off the stage at the rink. At the rink. When
I called it, came back.
we got robbed though. We got robbed for that. We should have won that. The crew from Passaic beat us, but
we won that first week, and we had to come back.
Right.
And then we came back, and then we ended up winning again. We was like, our group was so versatile. Like even if it's like when we used to battle other groups, like if somebody came out and pop, then they know it was us. If they came out and they were breakdancing, then we know it was them. And then it was hard for anybody to really beat us. Yeah, because each individual had their own, and we had our unique style.
Right.
And we had if it was to the point that we know, okay, this person was good, or okay, let Petey or Buddha or Mouse here, they start doing their thing. They up rock, windmill.
And we have Rob Merritt too.
So they know, and if somebody came popping, then they know like we will come take over.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
question for all of y'all: when you finally got it together, did you think that would you say you were good enough to say when you saw Rocksteady, Bronx Rockers, people like that, you start saying like you said, do you feel that y'all was good enough to compete?
we battled them.
We battled them.
We did battle.
We battled
at the
Mr.
Rocks.
Wade. Remember, we battled
Yeah.
Mr. Wade. We battled Normski.
They,
I remember.
they respected us. They respected us. When they
Some of the
came out,
Rocksteady crew.
they came and shook our hand and gave us hugs like, yo, y'all got it. Like, y'all, we're different. We from Jersey. You know, New York always had the respect.
Right.
And we took ours back. So we was the ones coming out of there. So we had a show. Everybody else they come out and do a little performance or do a little this, but we had the whole a whole real show. So you get the breaking, the popping, the locking, the slow motion, the LA tick. So they said we can't hit them with no angles. They could hit it. And so we had every style. They like we can't hit. We had to come at them cats. So everybody went home and sharpen their knife to come back next week to get it in. Everybody was real sharp in their game.
Yeah, man. I remember us. This is a little late into when we was getting in. A lot of people knew who we was. And we go places we would go. They knew. Oh, that's the breakdance crew. And knew as soon as they see our jackets and stuff, knew that we were bringing it.
Right.
So they invited us to Bloomfield College. Y'all remember that? They invited us to Bloomfield College to this big. It was the biggest breakdance battle in the area. And we had all of us was fitting in Trevor's car. One little car. We all busted in. We fitting in. We all. Remember that?
It was all eight.
We all
eight, none of us.
Wow.
We gets to the battle. We gets to the college late, bro. We the last group. They was about to shut it down. They was like, listen, we're about to shut it. Y'all the last group. We already seen everybody.
Right.
And they said, all right, we're gonna give y'all a chance. We're gonna give y'all 5 minutes. Right. We went out there. I started doing my thing. Buddha doing his thing. Trevor doing his thing. And to them, I was like, oh, okay, we don't seen all that. We don't seen this and that. I did my windmills. I did this. And you can see the look on their face, like, okay, we don't seen about 100 groups do this.
Right.
Darrin stole the show for us. Remember that? Darrin came out at the end, started doing that tick. They never seen before. The crowd went crazy. Crazy.
Wow.
We won. Right then and there, was saying down. Y'all got it. Y'all won. Y'all came late, but y'all won. And after that, they invited us to Harlem to do a video. We never saw the video. We went. Filmed us all there. This video in the park. Remember that? Lady had us with the cameras and all that. Never seen the video. We didn't know what happened to it, but we won that contest, went and did the video, and we never knew what happened with that. Y'all remember that? Came at the last and killed it.
The same people that got with us, y'all remember?
Yeah.
We was at the Zanzibar with Tiny from Beach Street.
Yeah.
And he was the main attraction.
Tiny from Beach Street, I remember that.
And we went on stage with him that night.
We had to do that play. We had to do the breakdance play.
Lewis Johnson.
He was a breakdance coordinator, a real fat guy. But I say, how you know how to dance?
He said he worked with Michael Jackson back in the day. We was in Newark, going out there, and we was dancing with the group and everything. But I still remember the song that he had us singing. Don't let nobody stop your dreams. Don't let them turn you around. Life's best is best when reaching out. At least that's what I found. Y'all don't remember that?
That was a play. We had to do it in a play.
Y'all was breakdancing to that?
It was a play.
It was a play.
It was a play.
Yeah, so we had to act in the play.
How many years we talking that? When how many years we talking about?
25,
40.
It's just amazing that you remember.
Probably more than that. 40.
No, that's more like 30 years.
40.
30.
Remember, we was at the Alvin Ailey dance studio in Newark before it became known. It's known now, but we was at the Alvin practicing for that show.
Wow.
Yeah.
We went every day. They would have us come through, give us bus tickets, come to Newark at the Alvin Ailey dance studio for that play alone. Remember that? And then they had made us go give our parents tickets and everything to come to the play and all that. Man. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow. Now, I know, Trevor, you came, you originally was in California.
Yes, sir.
The rest of y'all was in Hackensack.
Yeah.
And y'all family.
Yeah.
So it was easy for y'all to connect. And y'all lived in one section of town.
Yeah.
What they call it, Sugar Hill?
Sugar Hill. We was on the hill. Yeah.
Right. And you live close to them?
Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill, downhill.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sugar Hill to get
So now, just tell me a little bit of what life was like in Hackensack at that time when y'all was coming up, when y'all came together to start doing this.
Oh wow, it was a little friction there. You know, it was an uptown and downtown thing, and even that time in the park when we came through to the park with y'all, and we danced and everything. We still had some cats from down in Newman Street or whatever. We were all cool, but they felt we had a battle. We battled them every once in a while. I'm not gonna go start remember going with names because I don't remember everybody's names back then. I remember Barry. Because he was one of the ones. Yeah. And a couple other people, but it was a few battles we had, but we were more together with it, more solid as a crew. I think that's why we kind of stood out a little more.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, there was cats coming from Newman and Railroad that was nice with theirs. But they wasn't clicked together like we were.
Okay, so y'all took the time
to put
really
a routine
put
together.
Routine together. Y'all took the time to really practice That's what made y'all stand
We
out.
was versatile.
And to come with our
real versatile with
Right.
that stuff. You know.
I remember the first time I seen Trev, I was like, man, where is this cat, man? 'Cause he had that, he had the hair and everything. And he was doing it. I was like, wow, man, where this brother
He was a
from?
rock star. He was a rock star. Coming
Yeah, bro.
He came
Rock star.
rock star.
Yeah.
First day of school, he came in. We sitting in Mr. Rothstein's class, science. Trevor comes in. He got a double-breasted shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's double-breasted like a suit, but it's a shirt.
shirt.
Bro, shit was hard, though. I'm
Right,
looking, I'm like,
right.
oh, he ain't from out here. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't no Hackensack
And then he
cat.
had his hair, he had
Yeah.
the curl in his hair,
Right.
but it came all the way past his ears.
Right,
So if he went like this,
It moved.
Yeah.
it just moved. It was dope.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Trevor was like, everybody's laughing at him. Look at this dude. And I was like, nah, man. Like, where you from? From L.A. You know, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. All right. You know, and he told us stories about where he came from.
Right.
Me and him clicked right away tight.
Right.
And Trevor was just like my best friend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came to routines,
Right. Oh,
Did you-
okay.
he
Did
was
you
the
get-
one.
Trevor, did you get that from coming from LA, or did you do it when you started?
Yeah. I learned that out in LA.
Okay.
And it was just like, and at that time, there was just so many different styles. Like, even if I was good over here in LA, they had some people that was, when I tell you, they was nasty because that was their thing.
Right.
in LA.
Right.
And I know I ended up catching my style from this dude. His name was Darrin, and he had a crazy style. And he came out of, I think it was Oakland, and we ended up doing like this little video together, right? Because he came to the school out in LA, and then I just caught his style. And when I started catching his style, I was like, yo, this is the style that I want, because he taught everybody up in the school. And I was just like, yo. So we ended up connecting. He ended up kind of teaching me his style. And then when I ended up leaving LA and coming over here, I adapted his style.
Right.
It was just like a different thing from when you do the wave. It was, he said you just do it different, and it was just like crazy. And he really knew how to like really get it in, you know. So
Trevor made us nice. Trevor did the wave, but he did routines with the wave. It wasn't just the wave. You had to bow, and then we wave and go to the next man, and the next man, you know what I'm saying? And rotation, you know what I'm saying? So that came from Trevor, but Trevor came with the shoulder pop.
yeah,
When that came, nobody was doing it. I was just like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm at home throwing my shoulder out of place at night, trying to do what Trevor doing.
Right.
Trevor be bow, bow, bow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how you get your shoulder to do that, man?
Yeah.
But he showed me, eventually
Right.
showed me. But
Right.
Trevor had the routines and everything, and then we watched them.
Okay.
So, unique
So
st-
who
unique-
who's setting up the routines for y'all?
we
was doing more like floor stuff, like,
Right,
like I said,
right,
with the
right.
windmills and the top rock and head spins and all that stuff. So the only moves we would do would be our first step, our first
Okay,
maybe top rock
okay.
together,
Yeah,
and then pass somebody and boom, get down,
right,
do something.
yeah,
And
right.
I get up, mouse, get down, do a head spin, boom, 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 get down.
Right.
So, and that's how we kind of went with it. And
Right.
then we clicked with them. We started putting everything together.
yeah.
we had a whole
And
show.
We had a whole show.
But also,
Yeah.
you gotta remember what made us unique that we had was family. Like when you came to Sugar Hill, you was like you adopted 20 brothers. If Trevor came to my house, it was just see me, him, Miles. It was just a whole clique.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
if he had a problem, we all had a problem.
Right.
We love you come up there and was always love on our block. Like we had. At any given moment, you go on our block, go outside, it's 30 kids out there playing,
Right.
whatever. Let's go play some ball. Let's go play this. And we did like everything as a crew.
Right.
So when he came from LA, he didn't really start missing it because he had brothers.
Right.
He had a lot of brothers. He had, Darrin, myself, and we see each other in school. And me and Darrin was in medicine school, so you know that was about my. Me and Darrin stayed in trouble school.
And we got him in trouble.
We got him in trouble. He was a good kid. So we was in medicine school. So me and Darrin running around the school being crazy, and we just had mad. And our block was our whole unit. You know what I'm saying? We used to go to parties at Crime Club. We used to run down there to your parties. We had our whole block. We used to go 30 deep down to your joint. Some of us couldn't get in. We was too young, but we was coming 30 deep. But we all had that unity, and that's what made it click. It's like you playing with somebody that I know Darrin's strengths and weaknesses, so I'm not gonna outplay to his strength. I said, Darrin got it from here. I know Pete gonna take over this. I know Pete got my back on this one. So we got each other. So it was easy to play with them. We was the best. That's why we came as the best. It was also a good group, but we was also family. Until today, we still brothers. We see each other. We see each other. It's like a hug and almost a cry because these are my brothers. These are real, like we grew up, we know each other. You know what I'm saying? And what it was, like, you know, when Mouse passed, it hit us all in a different spot. It was a gut punch.
I remember the phone call, man, when you called me that morning, and I had just talked to Mouse maybe like a week earlier, telling him that we were going to do the podcast. And when you called me, man, that shook my whole day up, bro.
Speaking of my job, he had just come into my job because he would come in periodically, you know, to get his food. And he said this thing, LC, yo, I'm good, man. I'm going in the house.
He was real.
I go to work. I come home. I don't do nothing else. I don't do. Yo, man. He would always say, he said, yo, your brother set it off. Your brother set it off. He said, anytime I think about hip hop, y'all brothers set it off. And I was like, yo, I love you too, Mouse. And then when I got the word that it happened, it hit. It hit, and it hit hard, just like it hit us when we lost Chris. When we lost Chris Starchild, when we lost him, you know, it hit. You know, so I know it must be, you know, hard for y'all.
Definitely.
Yeah, because Starchild, he grew up on Starchild, so we see him. And his name had us. He was like Grandmaster Flash.
Come on, that influenced us to get DJ equipment, and we was in our backyard mixing and doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, we was young kids trying to get out there and mixing stuff up. You know,
I know from there, y'all went on to do other things. Like my man Darrin went on to start recording music. You know,
talk about that, bro.
Well,
I know you had a big influence on a song that was a hit record.
Yeah, quite a few songs.
Okay.
But I gotta thank y'all too, because if it wasn't for Breakout Brothers, watching you rap, I probably would have never did it. I probably just went singing.
Right. Yeah, you all singing too.
Stay singing.
Right.
But
talk about them joints, man.
I wrote for quite a few groups. I was signed to MCA for a little bit.
Wow.
With Teddy Riley. Yeah. So I placed bricks in that building when it first started. LOR, Life of Riley, when he was in Virginia Beach. It used to be my song first. It was Rump Shaker.
Rump Shaker. Yeah.
There was a situation with that, and your name did come up with this whole Rump Shaker thing.
I created that. That when it was my song, it was called Shake Your Rump.
Okay.
So when I did it for Teddy, Rex and Effect didn't have no music at the time. They had music, but they didn't have a hit.
Right.
And I got signed off of Shake Your Rump. So Teddy came to me and was like, yo, they need a record.
Right.
Think you can let them get this?
Right.
So I'm like, all right, but I didn't want it to be my record.
Right.
So the hook to the song, all that came from me. All I want to do is zoom, and the poom, poom. Just shake your rump.
Right.
Teddy didn't create that, none of them. That's me.
Right.
I had that in my song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, which was went in the Guinness Book of World Records for a while.
Right.
It was one of the hottest lines. And then people were like, well, where you get that from? Now that you're talking to the person that created it, I can tell y'all where I got it from. I saved this just for y'all. All right? So remember when we was young, we was watching Channel 13, Electric Company, Sesame Street.
Right.
What was the other show that used to come on with the striped shirts?
Zoom.
Wow. Yes. So Zoom came on, was like, come on and zoom.
Wow.
Come on and zoom. So that's where I got it from. All I wanted
We got to
to
give
do
an
was
applause.
zoom,
We got to
zoom,
give an
zoom.
applause. We got to give an applause for that. One of our brothers, for those of y'all that's watching this, you seeing it right there. This is the brother that gave you. So every time you go in the club and you hear that going back and you hear that Teddy Riley Rex and Effects, you hear that Rum Shaker. That's the gentleman. This is the brother. This is why we tell you what comes out of Hackensack. So give it up. We appreciate that,
hold up,
Dave.
you got one more. You got salt and pepper too.
Okay,
Yeah, now I
okay.
got quite a few.
Yeah, salt and peppers.
Salt and Pepper, the Very Necessary album,
Okay.
which went real big for them. I did Summertime Man.
Okay.
So if you listen to the record, you hear me in the background knocking on the door. Let me in, come on, please. And that song was Summertime Man, some of yours, some of mine. He's a summertime man. Get you some of the time.
Right.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wrote the whole thing for Sandy and Cheryl.
Wow.
Everything they saying in that is me.
Wow. That's big, bro.
That's big, dude.
It's all right. It's all right.
Absolutely.
It's all right.
Somebody need to be living up on the hill.
Well,
I'm telling you.
then Philippe Says, I wrote for him, which was without Jarreau on the song.
Oh, wow.
And that was Kelbo Mac. And then Italian, that means cool dude.
Okay.
So I rapped on that one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Black Street, the very first Black Street group.
Okay.
I did 2 songs with them. The first song is Before I Let You Go.
Get out
Dave
of here,
Hollister.
bro.
Really?
First verse, I wrote some of that.
Wow.
They didn't give me the credit for it.
What?
Yeah.
But
That's with David Hollister. With Dave Hollister.
Dave Hollister, my
Yeah,
man.
Hollister.
that's one of
Dave.
their
I
biggest
love Dave.
joints.
That was one of
Yeah,
their
I love
biggest
Dave.
joints.
Dave,
absolutely.
Dave didn't even have a gold chain to wear. He wore my chain on tour.
What?
Yeah, he wore my chain. Dave was my man. And the other song on the album with Black Street, I rapped on it. And got, did my thing, went on tour with them.
Right.
I had a good time,
Right.
and
Right.
then life's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Started doing other things and got off the path, but I'm good.
Right. You still here?
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, you look good,
good.
bro.
Good.
Good.
Look good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Got me kind of scared with that shirt, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kind of buffed up there, bro.
Buddha buff.
We don't talk about Buddha. too.
Buddha buff, man.
Buddha been buffed for a long time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I went to school for a long time, a lot of education through the system. So I got mine a little different.
Oh, okay. Now, well,
I had a lot of non-smoke breaks,
you see now, what a lot of people don't realize or don't understand that here in Hackensack, it was a lot of that. You could go this way and go that way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Some of us, made some bad choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we still here to talk about it. We still here. Even though we might have slipped off a little bit, we back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
What happened was, no matter where you go, for us, like, Hackensack always been a beacon. You know what I'm saying? Because our parents was boys and girls. They hung out. Like, I know, like, my parents know your parents, your uncles, hang with my uncles.
Right.
It was always a family-oriented, take the city.
Right.
Even when Darrin came through.
Right.
He dragged Darrin up from the door. Darrin
Right.
never, he didn't miss his old friends. Like, I got new friends. I got 30 new friends on Sugar Hill.
Never went back.
Trevor came over. Trevor,
Never
hey, what
went
up?
back.
What's the name, Trevor? Yeah, all right, you got 30 friends. Now you got 30 cousins. Let's go. I'm like, let's go. We never skip a beat.
Yeah.
When I first met LC, it was all straight love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the day one. Jazz Lamel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come through. It was always, and it was till we 50 years old, we always had mutual respect.
Right.
You can never say, I can never say, like, I had a bad disagreement with somebody when we got a screaming argument. Everybody in this room, we never had nobody never had a real screaming argument. We never had that. I never had an argument with Trevor. I never had an argument with Darrin. We never had we had disagreement. Even a wrestling match, it's over. And we start hugging the next day.
Love each other,
We used
man.
to box each other.
There you go.
We used to box each other.
Yeah.
We had a little boxing crew. We boxed everybody in high school.
And Sugar Hill was the grind to meet on. They settle it.
Right.
But meet on Sugar Hill, we already know.
Right.
And we settle everything.
Right.
And we never disrespectful. We had our parents, and our parents was like, we seen his mother, and that's why I never smoked cigarettes. Cause if I see I see your mother, I throw it out. I see his mother, throw it out. So I wasted the pack throwing it out. So I said, man, I gotta get a new hobby, man. We're gonna do something else. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
I did want to say thank you while we're here on behalf of the group. I want to say thank you to Buddha, Pete, we needed places to practice. And I forget what party we were on our way to. I think it was the joint we did with Jazzy Lamel. It was somebody we were on our way and we had to practice for this. Right. Now, Buddha opened up his home. Eric, myself, Rev, he opened up his home for us to practice in. Now, normally people, they really don't want to hear that noise, and then they find some excuse. But I got to say, thank you for allowing us to have that practice.
Yeah, at that time, Easy was DJing for us.
Easy was DJing. The house that was on the corner,
right
around the corner from Jazzy Lamel.
Yeah.
He opened up, and I'd never forget it. Yeah. He said, y'all come on in, go ahead. Turntable set up, everything. We ready to go.
That was his
Now I'm in somebody else's house.
I must say, it was our ancestors. They believed in us. Even though they ain't listen to our music, they said they believed in us. They know where we was at. We wasn't out there doing no craziness. We wasn't going to jail. Selling no drugs. They said, you want to come in practice and make me some noise? I'd rather be in the jail cell looking at you through a window. I said, come on down the basement, have some fun. And we made that our dance studio, our DJ booth, and everything. And we made it work.
Absolutely. That's why our house kind of became known at Sugar Hill. All the parties we had up there, everybody came through. I don't think anybody through Hackensack didn't come through one of the parties we had at Sugar Hill. You feel me? Our little basement was like a little Hackensack club back then. You know?
After school, we used to go there after school, just chill.
Yeah, everybody's first dance, first kids, first girlfriend was happening around the area. Because the crowd was right around the corner. So everybody had their first experience and best experience. If you go back to, if you could say, man, if you want to live now or back in that time, you get in this time machine and be out. You know what I'm saying? For real, you'd be out because you had real genuine love back then. The people that loved that was around you was real love. You know what I'm saying? We rolled together. We had the smallest car. We fit everybody in there. We was a bunch of Mexicans up in there, bro. We came out that thing.
and didn't feel crowded.
When y'all came, when y'all did the show with us in Patterson, I don't know, did y'all do it more than once? Y'all perform with us? Well, I know one time.
Patterson is just the
I
once.
know twice.
Yeah, I thought it was twice.
They came with us.
I remember one time, I don't know if that was the same time, but I know y'all was doing your thing so hard. I said, damn, is they really listening to us? Because y'all was killing it. Y'all was killing it. Bro.
I know I remember Patterson and I remember the Rink. They were with us.
The Rink, we did a few shows.
We did a few shows.
I know.
They always wanted us back at the Rink. They always wanted us.
That was like a stomping ground for us. To that Rink, you know?
No, bro. Like they always wanted us.
We killed it.
We killed it at the
Buddha
Rink.
was realize the Rink had a lot of people coming through. LL,
Run DMC.
Everybody was there.
Who do y'all remember?
Movies and stuff.
Who do y'all remember seeing coming through the Rink, at that time?
Everybody was L,
Slick Rick, Dougie
Fresh, all of
y'all remember
Run DMC.
So y'all do remember the time where Doug Fresh came through,
and
Rick had got locked up.
And Rick wasn't there,
Rick wasn't there, and the place was overpacked. It was overpacked. I never forget it. I don't know if y'all remember.
I was there, I remember
the place was over capacity.
Yeah, I remember.
And Rick, they was waiting for Rick, and Rick had got locked up for a gun charge.
I remember y'all did a sick show at the YMCA. I got the YMCA for you. And the YMCA up on a Sweet Sick and Slide.
Yes.
And that was the most turned up part of my life. That YMCA, listen.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about that.
I was the counselor there. So Rev said, we're going to get this room over here.
Right.
I worked there. I was the doormaster. Yeah, good group. They cool. When they brought them jokers in, man. That's right. They came in and Sweet Sick out with Jersey City, and he didn't have a style. LC was a singer, MC like that.
Right.
They did some songs. It was classic. I was still mad. I never made a record, bro. I was so mad. I was mad. Your mixtape. I was taping it together. Got popped it. I was going everywhere, but I was like, yo, I'm from Hackensack. Listen to this. They said, oh yeah, we know them. That Sweet Sick and Slide made that. What goes up, what must come down. They did that on the joint. Man, people lost their mind in that party.
And it was funny because we talked about this earlier on another episode where the place wasn't even that big.
That's right.
There was so many people up in there. People was coming through the
window.
Climbing through the window.
I was charging. I let the window charge.
You let the window charge?
Fraud said.
I closed the window. They said, how much? I said, $5. Closed the window.
Fraud said he was too young. He said he was too young Shout out to Fried Scott Corson. He said he was too young to get in, but he was standing by the window. He said, shout out to Gary Brown. Gary Brown found something, put it in the window so he could hear what was going on. He said, I wasn't in there, but you could feel the heat coming out from that room. But I'll tell you one thing. We rocked that room. We rocked that building with no.
What happened was genuine love for what we did. And then about the money. Now it's about the money. We did it because we didn't even get no money. We just wanted that rap. We wanted that. We wanted to be the best. We was the best dancers. We didn't get no money. We went on
enjoyed it
with Dell Dance Studio.
I know, to DC.
The Dell Dance Studio.
Shout out to
The
Dell's
only thing they
Dance.
paid for was a hotel room. They paid for a hotel. Y'all didn't go with us. That was just me and him on that one. And we went down there, man, to DC for a weekend, and breaking, dancing. Me and him just went to have fun.
We got a free hotel room. We got some food.
Was there? Wasn't pay us nothing, but we went to the studio just to go dance in DC, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, we called some cheap hoes then.
Yeah, shout out to Dell's Dance Studio. That was our first real club here in Hackensack. Well, hip hop club. That was because. From there, you had Sound on Sound playing there. Right. That's where Sugar Hill broke. There, the first song.
I think Grandmaster Flash had come there with Sound on
Sound.
That
was a hot little spot.
Yeah, they took our name though. They knew that Sugar Hill. They took our name though. They knew we was the first one on the hill with that. We came out, and I was a marquee, and that was for my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that believed in us. They gave us that name.
I think where they got it from because Harlem, one area of Harlem. They called it Sugar Hill.
Hill, yeah.
Y'all had the Sugar Hill. We had the Sugar Hill here in Hackensack, but they had the Sugar Hill.
Yeah, we was back at Harlem. I'm saying with y'all, with y'all stamping it. Like I said, y'all just like in our area, y'all the hardest group, like rap group that came out with mad respect. And then when you had Jimmy and them coming, Jimmy was the Dougie Fresh. He was the entertainer. And then y'all had all that in the group. So when we came to see you guys with Star Town and Turntable, it was a show. I paid $10, got me a show. I'm saying I got front seat. I'm watching Star Town and tables, Rebby Bev on the mic, revving them up. I said, yo, LC doing the little vocals in the background. They got, the entertainment, Jimmy Mack and the Sweet Sickers. I said, yo, this is it. I said, they better than Grandmaster Flash. I said, yo, I got my money. I'm going nowhere. They done put me out the party.
Question for y'all. Yeah. We always talked about how, the spotlight was always on, in the beginnings of hip hop, the spotlight was always on New York. But Jersey was still rocking at the same time. How do y'all feel about us not getting the flowers that we deserve, even though we were coming up the same time as the New York hip hop was coming up?
We killed them.
On your
time we tried to battle somebody from New York. We tried to kill them. Right. That's the only way you're going to get your respect.
That's right, exactly.
You had to kill them.
That's right.
Murder them.
That's right.
I think what took away from us, too, because we was putting it in, we was putting work in, man. They knew us, but they didn't know us. Like being that we was, even though right here in Jersey was so close to them, we wasn't right there in the Bronx or right there in Brooklyn with the battle. Being that we weren't there, they knew we were from Jersey, but to them Jersey was, you could say Virginia, Florida. It was that far away because most of them cats didn't leave their hood. So to hear us coming from Jersey, that was like down south to them. They don't know. So I think a lot of our accolades was lost because they didn't know who we were. If they wanted to contact us, we ain't had no managers or nothing like that then. I think we would have been more like a rock steady on the crew or doing movies. But we was kids doing it. Going on, jumping on the bus, heading to New York to go battle just for fun.
Man, because Pete used to go over and we used to get dropped off at like 10 at night. It'd be dark outside. I come out the rock, it'd be daylight. I said, man, I ain't used to. And then my grandma said, you better have your ass in school. And we went to school from the Roxy. I'm like, yo, I'm in the desk dying. We all in class dying. I'm with Darrin. Me and his head hitting each other. Boop.
Rev and I, we did that with the Fever. The first time Rev and I, a bunch of us went to the Fever. I mean, we had our chest poked out. We in the Fever, I mean, when we walked in, it's a nighttime and whatnot. Yo, when we walked out, you thought you got hit by a Tyson blow. That sun smacked us all up in the face. I'm like, what? I was like, Rev, what time? Yo, man, it's 8 o'clock. We've been in the club all night, and tell you something, the club was still rocking. 8 o'clock in the morning,
hard to get like
still
that now.
rocking.
It's hard to get like that now.
Yeah, them days is.
It's hard to get like that.
It really is.
Them days again,
you don't see them days again, man.
Right.
I think like
days.
what happened was this was a sign of what Brotherhood and Unity does. Y'all two still rocking.
Absolutely.
We 40 years plus, and we still rock. We don't dance no more. 'Cause we together we can make one good body because we old now. But the stuff they doing now is ridiculous.
Right.
But
so
it's still a derivative from us, though.
yeah, if we can. We the ancestors. We the godfathers of it. We started.
Like if you look at the way these young cats dance now,
Yeah.
they still interlock the popping, but
Yes, that's true.
but it's
Yeah,
all
very
different.
true.
But it's all different, right? Because they know that they be doing all that
Yeah,
stuff, and I be
yeah.
like, yo, they still do this stuff, right?
Right,
And I be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo, this
yeah.
is still part of.
It's still part of it.
We did that, like,
Right.
and they incorporate that now into the breakdancing.
That's right. That's right.
Like for us, we were separated, right? Because I couldn't do what they were doing, right? They were skilled in what we was doing, right? But now I see it. These cats just incorporate all of this, and all of a sudden they do some crazy stuff.
Crazy Legs is like traveling the world. He's still traveling
But you
and
got
teaching.
to remember what happened though is that the internet, the computers, they can
Right,
watch
right, we didn't have
the
that.
films,
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
yeah,
movies.
yeah,
And like I
yeah.
said, yo, I got a new move for you, Trevor. And you in California, send it to me over here.
Yeah.
Or click up a button.
Yeah.
Before I had to go see it.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we had more harder time communicating
Yes,
and getting
right,
around.
right.
And we did our homework. We was on it. Me and Pete go to clubs at night and had to be to high school next day. I said what was it cool?
Yeah.
Incredible Breakers. Remember Pete?
Yeah.
We had
Incredible
no
Breakers
managers.
blew our minds. I
Yeah,
said we got to do
yeah.
our homework.
Yeah.
We was lifting weights and everything. They had we had a 12-round fight with Tyson. I said Pete, we even hit the floor that night. I said Pete, we got some
y'all was
homework to
like
do.
that. Yeah.
Them chokers was nice.
Y'all
was
We
like
said,
that.
me and Pete said, we going back and do our homework. I told my we locked us over the basement. She was like, boys, come up to eat. I said, not now, Grandma. We got Man, Pete was on it for real. We we was on it, man. We
we
But
had
that's
that
the
too.
practice, just like with us, practice is what make you better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got to get it in, and that's what separates you from the next group. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you take your time and you put that time in, put that grind in, it's going to show.
It's gonna show.
You can see the cats that ain't really doing it, ain't really, like you said, that they ain't really have a real connection with the other guys that was doing it with.
that's
You can see the difference. You know what I mean?
But you work out together, like Darrin or Trevor, please, we got to practice. Say, nah, man, come on, we in it. Head might be in it, but you say, yo,
Right.
LC, like, yo, Rev, we got to get the session in.
Absolutely.
He like, oh,
Absolutely.
Pete saying with me.
Right.
Because Pete was like the strongest one of us on the floor, general. So he had to pull us in.
Right.
All right,
Absolutely.
Pete. So we had to listen to his command till we get to where he at. Once I could beat him, I could say, I'm laying back. But I couldn't beat him, so I'm like, oh, I got to listen to Pete right now. He up right now.
Right,
So we got to go into that situation.
So you say, Pete,
One second.
okay.
Your grandmom didn't let us practice at your house. Trevor's pops and moms was like, y'all niggas ain't practicing up in here. So we had to go to my backyard, remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
When he was spinning and had Mousy on his head.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Fell.
Oh, yeah.
Who the head went like
And y'all on the grass?
Wow.
grass? We practicing.
Yo,
We
that's
practiced
That was
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
He was spin mouse on his head.
Yes.
I lost him in the turn.
Yo, he said he had him on his head, like,
Spinning.
Now you know that's different, right?
The body.
Like spinning
We was,
mouse.
we was always trying to create new
Something better.
shit.
We spent bodies on bodies. We was like
we was just from breakdancing, from popping. We had a baseball routine.
Yeah, we sure did.
We had a
Damn.
base. We had that baseball
Baseball
routine
routine.
where we could created it into popping with Darrin would like it would be like the picture and it just like he would just slow mo bop 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 bop
Right.
and then I'll just be like getting ready to hit and then like Sean and Will and then then I was good for like just like being limber and I could just break it. I could stand up and just drop all the way down
To his back.
to my back
And then right back
and
up.
just come right back up.
we had shows.
wow.
Yeah,
you
shows.
limber,
Yeah, right. Just boom and just drop it right back down. And just come
Somebody
right back.
go to the show and somebody be like, "Oh, we got a show."
Yeah.
Really, it was a show. Like we had like like you go to circus and you got 3 things going on. We
Right,
got to spin over here. We had a stage. We
Yeah.
was doing it in the ring.
Yep.
And we organized to where we had a 3-ring circus.
Yeah.
Right.
Where everything was going, people
Something
like,
going
wow,
on,
wow.
yeah.
There's so much going on. The judge was like, yo.
Spinning mouse, me doing this.
I was spinning somebody on my
everybody
head.
doing
We
something.
doing windmills, doing
Yeah.
down. He like, I don't know who to watch. They was like, you know what I'm saying? And they were like, this is a show, bro. Like,
Right.
and then somebody that had a record or whatever said, I want them with me.
Right.
But sometimes it killed us. We were so good that it'll take away from their show.
Right.
You know, it could be a gift and a curse.
Right.
But we didn't care. We wanted to be the best at our craft.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
most definitely.
You want to, you know,
Most
end at the
definitely.
top. You don't end at the bottom.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And lonely at the top. There's too many at the bottom.
Right. Right.
Well, y'all came up together. Who's the oldest?
Me.
Who's older? You are.
Oh, okay.
And Mousy was the youngest, right?
Mousy was the young
Baby.
Yeah.
He was the
Wow.
baby.
Baby.
Right.
That's why a lot of shows and stuff, and like when we went with y'all, like the Patterson stuff, Mouse
Couldn't go.
Oh, that's why.
Mouse
Got
was
it.
like what? 10?
Mouse like 10, 11. Mouse
10.
was
He
like-
was
But
10?
his windmills
Wow.
was crazy.
He picked
That's
up the
what I
fastest.
mean.
Oh, he had
But
the
he picked a lot of
fastest-
moves.
He
up
was
so
10.
Fast,
Yeah.
like
He
his-
was a natural
Yeah,
dancer,
like-
so he
like-
could
like
pick
his
up a move.
windmills,
Like,
like, we
he could
used
watch
it
him one
'cause
time and
his
say, I got
windmills
to
watching
go home for a
got it,
second.
exactly.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
how you get that fast, man? Me and Pete be
Yeah.
like 2 weeks. He got to like look at it one time and got to go upstairs and lay down.
Mouse was fast.
Yeah, that- yeah.
I'd be mad, you know what I'm
One
saying? Like a
time,
little
Mousy,
gift.
We went to my cousin Steve White's dance company.
Okay.
Shout out to
Okay.
Steve White.
Shout
Yeah.
out-
Shout out to Steve White. Yo, big time Hackensack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mousy did
I was in his
a
dance
backspin.
company.
Mousy really did a backspin, fast as hell, going fast. Went up into
to a head spin.
and a head spin from a backspin.
Wow.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yeah.
We all had to learn that. We all was like, yo, how you
Crazy.
Wow.
Mousy was.
He
Mousy
saw it
was
once
special.
and learned. He
Right.
saw it
Yeah.
once and did it. And
Well, it
then
took
we all-
Mousy one time to see it, just like Petey said.
Wow.
He spunt on his back and he was going real
so
fast.
fast
again.
went up to a head spin.
Straight to
Oh
a head
my
spin and kept
God.
going.
Like a
Wow.
Not no stopping. He kept
Right.
going.
Like
He was
a-
just straight natural. He was just
Yeah.
pick it
Mousy
up.
was
Because when you're young like that, like a kid, it was like a game to him.
Right,
I mean,
right.
we was really struggling. Oh,
Right.
man,
Right.
like, we got work to do. You know?
Wow.
That would that really made you step up your game.
Yes.
Yeah. I was a
That-
little kid doing that. Everybody had to get something. We had to do something new.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Everybody-
they had to learn that.
we
move.
fed off of each other.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
definitely
That's how-
fed. We definitely
They,
fed
they'll
off
come
of
back
each
their
other.
routine and show us like, well, that's fine. All right. And we show them
right.
ours, and it was two different, and we'll come together and put something together. We always practicing. What y'all
There's been
do?
times we did a routine. Buddha would look at it, and Petey be like, start laughing at us. Nah, that shit ain't it. It's going. Me and Tim were like,
yeah.
all right.
Wow.
Do something else.
Right.
Hard on each other.
Right.
But see, that's what make you better.
Yeah.
That's what make you.
Yeah.
That's
So
what.
how often did something like that happen, or did they do something and
We
you
crazy.
felt the same way?
Buddha didn't. All right, see them two right there?
Yeah.
Buddha's going to say something first.
Right.
Petey ass gonna laugh.
Right.
If Petey laugh, Petey agree with Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Because Petey just gonna start laughing at you because he don't want to say it. There's plenty of times. Nah, y'all niggas can't do that. That's whack.
Right.
Y'all got to think of something else. Trevor, your big ass head, you gonna slip off them Jerry curls. And you see a joke like that. We know we gotta do something else.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it always came.
Yeah.
It always came, man. Like
Yeah, that happened
we
between
didn't have
me.
no problem telling on each other. Like
That's how it was with being Rev, with, always with them lyrics, Rev call me, yo, L, listen to this. Boom, boom, bang, bam, 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 bam. Now I'm saying, I'm gonna write something. Boom, boom, bang, bam. Take the books. Well, that paper gotta go. It got to the point where I didn't want to hear nothing from Rev because I was like, yo, whatever I had in my head or I wrote down wasn't good enough. Because there was always something else.
Yeah.
I'll just take man, forget it, man. Start all over again.
Rev didn't get his props for
No, he
MCing
didn't.
Like should've.
Absolutely.
Rev
I
was
say that
nasty.
all the time.
Right. Lyrical content,
Please.
everything.
It was
man.
like stepping on,
But
and
Rev-
this is not because of my brother. It was like stepping on that bad toe.
Right.
You step on Rev's bad toe, you about to get it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and a lot of people don't think because Rev's laid back, he ain't like, no, he's not
he'll
that.
destroy you on the
But
back.
he'll destroy you.
Yes, sir.
Trust me, I've heard somebody say he hasn't even used it. He will destroy you.
I knew Rev for a minute. That's why I watch him, his lyrical stuff and stuff. But Rev was like the glue.
Yes,
He
absolutely.
was the glue.
He
And
was.
everybody in
He
the crew got the glue. Even for us, I watched him. That was my model. Even that y'all didn't know, I watched him. And he kept that crew together regardless of what they went through. He kept them together.
bro.
Yes, he
And that's
did.
why I fought with
Yes,
y'all.
he did. Yes, he did.
Thank you.
Yes, he did.
Thank you.
Yes, he did. We had a lot of heralds that we had to cross with Chris and Kev and Darrin and Mike and all the cats that was. I mean, come on, y'all know we might have rolled 10, 15 deep, maybe more. But at the end of the day, when everybody went their own separate ways, lived their lives, Rav was still, yo, L, we got to keep this train going.
Yeah.
Okay? No hating for other people.
Yeah.
But as for Breakout,
Yeah.
he said, yo, we got to keep this train going one way or the other. And to this day, we're talking about over 40 years.
Break out for life, man.
Yes, Breakout for life, for life. Over 40 years. And he was the glue. He was the glue.
Our
I'm
connection
saying.
didn't even last that long.
What?
No doubt. No doubt.
Remember.
Yeah,
You know.
remember. Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
That was part of his baby too. He was a member of Breakout, but Kazan Connection was basically his baby, him and Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize that before I joined Breakout, because Breakout was Kev and Star Child,
Right.
Mike Lipscomb, all of them, Vern. I started off with the little cheap turntables, me and Jimmy Mack. He was in Jersey City, I was in Hackensack, and being I lived in the projects close to Kev and Star Child, and it was so hard for me and Jimmy to really do what we wanted to do.
Right.
I just joined Breakout. You know what I mean? And then later on, when we had a little situation, I reopened up Kazan Connection. You know what I mean? And brought in different people like that.
Definitely.
Well, to me, I think you just try to keep reinventing yourself.
Man.
You know what I mean? So maybe you're not dancing no more, but you can teach other cats.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Or
Right.
you maybe you're not doing that part of it. You still got the skill of writing and singing. You can do so many different things. I know, Buddha, you done brought cats to the studio for me to work with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you just keep reinventing yourself.
sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And-
What's crazy is that we all connected regardless.
Right.
There's a big connection that nobody
Right.
sees that is a 360.
Right.
But how did I get back here again?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How
Right.
crazy, like, Darrin might have something in the cut.
Right.
You might have a track on the side.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
We ain't got to perform no more.
Right.
You know?
wanna do
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
He the one to put it together.
Appreciate you on that.
Yeah.
I just try to keep, I just like the unity that we had, the brotherhood. That was my $1 million.
Right.
I thank my brothers. These are my brothers. I thank y'all. That was my $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about the money.
Right.
I got, for life, I got brothers.
Right.
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 You
And
know what I'm
you
saying?
can't put
People-
no money on
Yeah,
that.
because
man.
people die alone.
Right,
right,
People die
right,
alone,
right.
don't finish it.
Exactly.
I got brothers for life. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be there.
no doubt.
If I need them, I call them.
Yes,
No
sir.
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? A man gonna hold his own till the last. Say, yo, brother, I need you right now.
absolutely.
Right,
When
right.
you call, you say that, I'm there. Cause I know you need me. You're
Right,
not gonna
right,
call
right.
it in that.
Right.
You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
Darrin, do you think, question for you, being that you were part of such a few, good songs, but one good song in Rump Shaker, with the new talent out here now, could you be able to work with them? Because a lot of this new talent is
Yeah,
a
they
piece of
doing
work.
what we did. It's just got effects on it. The melodies that they doing
Right.
came from y'all.
Right.
Came from that era.
Right.
All they doing is just a repetition of the same melody.
Right.
They not doing the da 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 and then da 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 da.
Right.
They just on that da 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 da
Right.
da da da, and it's repetitious.
Right.
But they doing the same thing we doing. I ain't knocking it. It's,
Right,
it's
right,
the
right,
shit
right.
they doing is hot.
Right.
You know.
So now, what kind
I can write for anybody.
what kind of information would you give the new talent coming out
Keep
being
doing
from
what
where
they
he was
doing.
from?
Keep doing what they doing. Don't listen to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got songs out here right now. You got Bob Marley's grandson, YG Marley. He got the hottest record in the world right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give Ja the praises.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Right.
Then you got the young kids out of New York that for sure. That shit hard to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like I
right.
love that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's a cat named Cobain and this other dude. It's fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with the music that we do. It's just some of us get old and think what we did is the best ever, which it is.
Right,
You know, but you still got to give them their props because they coming.
Yes,
Right.
they coming.
coming.
up.
You can't.
It's hard to
can't knock
reinvent.
it.
That's why it's hard to
Yeah,
reinvent.
it's already been
we
done.
had a format. We came in when the rap started. We came.
Right.
What we made was original.
Right.
Now you already heard it before. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We said we was the original rappers. Like
Right.
we came in that era,
Yeah.
80s and early 80s and 90s. So
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
You realize that because of you gentlemen were the era that came in, that brought in Scoop and Scrap, Lover, all the other dancers that danced for other rappers.
Yeah.
But before them was you.
Yeah.
Was you.
Yeah.
So be honest with you, when it comes to that, you are legends.
Yeah.
You will forever be known as legends. Forever. We thank you. Forever.
I like how that sound.
Forever.
Yeah, I like that.
Forever.
No
They
doubt.
be no
No doubt.
Scoop, Scrap, any of them other dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who was handling that before y'all?
I'm gonna make both of y'all laugh real quick. See if y'all remember your own stuff.
Okay.
Gillet Bear and Sandpaper, Niff Nod.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
So that's from the Warm Crush language. The
Warm Crush language.
The one course language.
Come on, y'all was big here. Paperwork went out. We had to learn this.
Wow.
And we had to
man.
go out because of Rev and them. It's like, yo, this the Warm Crush Nation lingo.
Shout out for the shout out for the Warm Crush terminology.
Yo.
Yes, we
It's
appreciate.
funny. It's
You know
funny.
what?
Getting that,
We appreciate that because
Yeah,
we encounter that into our daily lives. Okay.
Yeah.
When you say, okay, first Warm Crush commandment, thou manifest peace. Second Warm Crush commandment, thou shalt not manifest on another Warm Crush brother. Okay. We get now. People are looking like, what is this Rev talking about? You know, at the time, people say, what is he talking about?
Structure.
But it's structure.
And
That's
teachers.
exactly what it was. And wasn't nobody really doing that, you know. I mean, come on. He made a paper with all these things to us to follow for our future lives.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
And we had names for people like if you was ugly, Gillet
You was
Bear
a
and
Gillet Bear.
Sandpaper. You know what I'm saying? Instead of calling them ugly, be like Gillet Bear and
Yellow
Sandpaper.
Bear. I mean, yo, wait. Darrin, you remember what a telephone was?
Yeah.
Shout on the Weebop.
On the Weebop.
On the Weebop. Now this is Rev.
It's Rev, man.
This is Rev.
Rev had it, man. Like,
Yo, he really
I love Rev,
a good looking woman was a 500.
500.
You know, I mean, yo, I don't know whether he lived with George Clinton or what. I don't lie. My brother might have lived with this man, yo, because
Created some stuff,
he
man.
he really did. He really
did.
did. You know, it was amazing.
Messed you up with that one.
You know,
didn't
he
it?
really.
But you know what's funny? I was just telling LC, because we're gonna have Sweet Slick and Slide come in soon.
Yo,
You know,
right.
we're gonna do them on
Definitely.
an episode with them. Now, the brother Warm Prince Shabazz is where I got the Warm Crush Nation from. I spin off of what, you know, he changed his name to Warm Prince.
Right.
So I started thinking about it. I said, well, you know, the body temperature of the, you know what I mean, we not cool. Always saying we chilling, we cool.
Right.
I said we warm. You know what I
We
mean?
warm.
And from there,
sir.
that's where the Warm Crush Nation came.
Yeah, that's right.
And I started just thinking of different
Yeah,
things of
intellect
how
is
we can
different.
unify
We
each
wasn't
other.
chilling. We was warm. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
really,
you had to
really.
get with the lingo.
The lingo.
Yeah.
The lingo. And when
I
you
remember
start
that.
hearing other people like, yo, we in 2nd Street Park. Now, y'all, I know if y'all know this. Darrin, I know you know this.
Yeah.
Booby, you know this.
Yeah.
Pete, you too. Yo, we in the park. Now, if you want to shout out to another brother, you way on the other side of the park, you hear, Emo!
Right. Real talk.
So you know
No,
that's
that's
one of your brothers.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else in the park doing that.
Right.
After a while, you started, Emo! You start hearing other people doing it.
Yeah.
I said, Reb done created a monster.
Yeah.
He done created a
Did a
monster.
lot, bro.
I'm
Did a
telling you.
lot.
Every time we got
Did a
shut
lot.
down, Rev, so we got shut down on, we had Fairmont Park, they shut us down. They shut us down Second Street
Street
Park.
Park.
We had Dougie Fresh come through,
Right.
and we shut us down. They was shutting us down just because they couldn't control what we was doing. We was
Right,
fresh, new. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We like rock star. We were going to school. We was rock stars. Yeah, Trav, you know.
Yeah.
So we had a little Rated Rock jackets on. You could tell us nothing. A little chick with a hold your jacket. But nah, you can hold this. You gonna hold my collar.
The blonde hair.
Got your name on the tag on the side.
Right.
We got them things put up kind of nice though.
David Bird. David
But
Bird.
it's a good feeling to be
is.
recognized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, by your people. You know?
We always say shout out to Sweet Slick and Slob for, you know, bringing, you know, the people that they brought, you know, Doug Fresh. Because when Doug Fresh hit 2nd Street, it was pandemonium.
That was legendary.
That was legendary. That park will never, I'm serious. They would cap whatever they
we
want
had so
out
many
there.
people there,
Yes, we do.
and it was so packed.
Yes.
You know, Abba was, we were doing a little music too, got a DJing, and I was basing my equipment off you guys, and Mike Lipscomb used to always had the crazy speakers. So I went home, I said, I had these little Gemini small joints. I was like, they ain't doing it, Grandma. She said, we going to the store right now. Me and Guy Brown. We going to Crazy Eddie. Said,
Wow.
pick them out.
We used to
We
get
get
our
the
stuff
loudest speakers in the
Crazy
nation.
Eddie.
Right.
We was going to get turntables. She said, what y'all want to do? Whatever we wanted, she promoted into us.
We
You know what
used
I'm
to be
saying?
jealous
So,
of that.
Shout out
too.
to Crazy Eddies.
Yeah.
We gotta applaud that
Came
place.
from there.
Crazy Eddies made a whole lot of hip hop
He made a whole
stars,
lot of money
DJs.
before
They
he
did.
got that.
They did.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
went this
Well,
and that.
let's give a shout out to Grandma, man.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
I used to be jealous of their grandma. Anything they asked for, she got it
Yo,
for
and
them.
everybody that came to that house, she showed them love.
Yes, she did. She
Because
did.
that was,
Sir.
like I said, that was our beacon. Like,
And
you know,
tell you off if
when
she
you
needs
when you was
to.
in the world, and she knew that
Right.
whatever y'all needed, come here because
Yeah.
y'all doing the right,
Right.
thing. We not
Right.
out there in the street
Yes,
doing
yes.
this or doing
right.
that. Down, you safe.
That's right.
You gonna be safe. You good. What y'all want? Some DJ equipment? Y'all keep y'all. Yeah, we want that, Grandma.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it was a few. And back then, it was a few $1,000 just for the speakers.
That's
Like,
right.
All right,
That's
put on my
right.
credit. Let's go. We in the house. I was like, wow. Man, people were like, all right, we DJing, bro.
There was one more.
Well, we had to work. Y'all just don't know that. You know, because Grandma had a second house in Inglewood. The me and him had to go work.
We had to work.
Yeah, you knew. We knew that was
We
taking
know
place
that from
somewhere.
Inglewood that we had to go clean, do the
We had
yard,
clean
and
the
everything.
yard.
We
We the
worked.
maintenance man.
Okay.
Well, with the small sacrifice, well, you got that, Grandma.
Right.
See, what's her name's grandmother? Shout out to your grandmother, but there was one more lady, Prince and Pete's grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That lady
Yes.
opened up. She's another one that opened up her home to
Right.
us to allow us. She knew that she didn't want us on the street.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So she let us come down
Oh, yeah.
and practice. But
Prince
the
and
weird
Pete's
thing is, and I
grandma.
said it before, that practice,
Mm-hmm.
these are older generation people that didn't complain because they knew you weren't out in the street wilding out, acting a fool and getting locked up or whatever. If you was down in her basement, well, you make some noise, but she knew where you were. She knew where the friends were.
sir.
And those practices end up turning into a party.
That's right.
Yeah.
Turned into a party from one to the other.
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. So as we finish up here, we just want to give a last word to each one of y'all. What y'all want to be remembered by, or what y'all want to talk about that whole era of time. You know what I mean? That we was doing the thing back in the day.
Floor is yours.
Me, I just a lot of stuff that I see nowadays with these kids doing, we were doing 30, 40 years ago. I can't do it now, but I'm looking like, yo, we started a lot of that, man. You know,
Right.
and not that we I wish we we were named for some of the stuff we see,
Right.
but just seeing it, knowing now I was part of it is enough for me, man.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Me, I like the brotherhood I had, the friendships, the connections I made for life.
Right.
You know, that was peace enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I contributed to hip hop, my part.
There you go.
I was true to the game. I
There
never
you
sold
go.
out.
True. That's what's up. Yeah.
Trev.
Man, it was fun times. Like, I appreciate y'all, brothers. I love y'all. Like, really, just like, coming from LA, and then the welcome, and then we created something, and just know how how we went through everything, and just from just competitions, battling, like it was some good times, bro. Like, you know, and we were a family in a unit on, like, even when we was in competition and off. You know?
Absolutely.
It's just definitely family. It was good times. I appreciate y'all.
Darrin.
Yeah.
Real talk. These guys here brought me out my shell. And they kept me out of trouble, sharpened my skills, made me who I was, and who I am now.
Absolutely.
Like, real talk, I love these guys to death. I'll kill for them because I know they'll do that for me.
Absolutely.
You know, these are my guys from the sandbox. Me and Buddha go back to second grade, Fairmount School, first grade, kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love these guys to death. They made me who I was. When I got into the streets, they skills made me sharp. Where I didn't take too many losses.
Right.
And the upbringing that we all had together made you recognize where you came from, so you can get back on the right track again. So I owe everything to these guys, because when I got in trouble, I thought about them, and then when I got better in life, still thinking about them, because you see Trevor doing good, it's like, damn, I gotta get my shit together.
Right.
Buddha come home, me and Buddha's locked up one time together. Buddha come home, got his shit together. Petey got me a job when I didn't have a job. This is what we did together. You know what I'm saying? So I love these guys to death. I'll do anything in the world for them, and for y'all too. Y'all couldn't find me, but I'm here.
That's right.
You know what I'm
One more
saying?
thing that I wanted to just link on what Trevor said. Always shout out to Hackensack. Shout out to Hackensack forever. Because Trevor and I'm coming from Harlem. Okay, Trevor coming from LA. Okay. When you came into Hackensack, the love sucked you up. No other town will show you love like that.
Right.
But Hackensack, when you come into Hackensack and you get in there, that love is addictive.
But you got to get in, though.
But you got to get in.
Yeah, it ain't easy to get
no.
in.
But once you're...
We don't fuck with everybody.
No, that's true. That's true.
Right.
That's true. But Hackensack, shout out always, you know, because they I didn't have to get accepted, and I'm pretty sure Trouble, like, yo, what am I going to do? I'm coming from
Straight
LA.
from day one.
You know, there you go.
Hey, we want to thank y'all for being here today, you know, telling y'all story and letting the world know your story, man. I appreciate y'all.
We thank
I love
y'all.
y'all brothers, man. And
Clap it up. We got to clap it up for these brothers.
no doubt.
These are
Ready to
legends.
rock crew.
Ready to rock. Ready to rock. We
yeah.
got to clap it up for them.
All right, we want to give a little special toast to our brother that we lost here recently, Mousy, from the crew. So if everybody want to say a little something, you know, I just want to say, yo, this young brother always showed me love. Anytime I seen him, it was always on a positive. It was always a good vibe, you know what I mean? He always showed me love and respect, man. So all I got is love and respect. And when I found out that he passed, man, it hit me hard, man. You know?
Same here. I just want to say ditto to what Rev said. Mousy was always a beautiful-hearted brother. He never gave no negative vibes at all. And all the years that we've known, every time he see you, he would show you love. I don't care how long you hadn't seen you. He always showed you love, and I will truly, truly miss him.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Mousy out. I used to just back in the day, like as far as with breakdancing and just, you know, just seeing him, and we'd be like, yo, come on, Mousy, yo, just come on, like little kid. And then, you know, and then when I hadn't seen him in a while, and then I saw him, and I was as far as when he was doing sanitation, I was like, Mousy? I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just a shock just seeing him, knowing that, like, I saw him as a little boy. Now he's just a grown young man, you know what I'm saying? And then when I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, yo, it hit me. I was like, yo,
no doubt.
Just real talk. Like, it was just, that was just some real tough. Like, one of the brothers, you know, just
no doubt.
Yeah, Mousy the baby boy. Shout out to Mousy, man. Mousy made things possible. Mousy was loved by everybody, not just us.
Yeah, indeed.
Mousy touched everybody's heart.
Yes, you
No
did.
doubt.
And,
no
and
doubt.
his laugh is infectious. I can hear it right now, man.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Mousy, man. Gonna miss him, man.
Yes,
But
sir.
we gonna see each other again.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, for me, that's little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is big brother, that's little brother to me. So, through the years, when Buddha was locked up, or Face, you know, his brother Jerry was locked up, it was just me and Mouse.
Right.
So Mouse became my road dog. You know, if I wanted to go to Harlem or something, ride through, the Mouse coming with me.
Yeah.
Hell, he was my best man at my wedding.
Right.
You know, and just coming up, whatever, Mouse was always there. I always, and being Mouse's routine was always the same. Work and come home.
Right.
I was about the only one that could get him out the house. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, Mouse, all right, even if we just take a ride, all right, we're going to go take a ride. Let's go to Patterson or something, just take a little ride, get something to drink or whatever. He'll come. That was Mouse.
Right.
But like I said, I always felt the love. Always, Pete, I love you, my brother, always. So I lost my road dog.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, yeah, I'm being the oldest of the family, so I'm like, that's my little brother, you know what I'm saying? So I'm the patriarch of the family, so I took it the hardest.
Right.
You know, so,
Right.
rest in peace, Mouse, you know. We miss him, you know what I'm saying? That was, you know, when one of us missing out of the crew, it hits different.
Yeah.
You know
No
what I'm
doubt.
saying?
No doubt.
So let's say rest in peace, Mouse.
Rest in peace, Miles.
Mouse.
Rest in peace, Mouse.
Love you, bro.
Love you,
Always.
bro.
Love you, bro.
Yes, sir.
We want to thank y'all again for joining us for another episode of The Lost Underground. Please continue to support, subscribe, like, and share. Hit the button. And once again, we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.